dust yourself off. Because there's no time to spare. So pick up a partner and double up on the snacks. Dim down the lights. Go ahead all the way. Because we're about to wet your whistle with some of life's funniest moments. We've got crockery with moxie, a windsurfer who's foxy. So walk softly, but carry a big, you know, because we've got a guy who hates slippery floors and a kid who loves them. So park it, we mean anywhere, because it's time for life's funniest moments. Sometimes it isn't enough knowing you can do something. Sometimes you just have to prove it by saying, look what I can do. Jimmy was tired of the stick getting the better of him every time International Stick Appreciation Day rolled around. So he practiced all year long. No stick would show him up, no siree Bob, not this year. When he marches down Main Street in the Stick Appreciation Parade, he will be the very definition of poise. Of course, this gives him an entire additional year to get ready. Next year's Stick Appreciation Day is going to be grand. On the day they renewed their wedding vow, Sasha and Kimberly wanted everything to be exactly as it was 50 years ago. And it was. He dropped her then, too. Second Chance Jenkins has 5 chances to get 3 knives stuck into the stage. Let's see if he can do it. I am starting to understand how he got the name Second Chance Jenkins. Hey, if at first you don't succeed... It feels like pixie stick sugar. It has the same consistency as pixie stick sugar, but it sure doesn't taste like pixie stick sugar. It tastes more like pixie stick sugar substitute. Blah. It's time for another episode of Andy, Amateur Sommelier. The pros don't spill a drop. And then there's Andy. This concludes another episode of Andy, Amateur Sommelier. Just because they live on the equator doesn't mean they have totally given up on their dream of competing in the winter sport of luge. Their dream is to win it all and bring back the luge trophy to their native Indonesia. But seriously, fellas, you aren't going to dress like that for the competition, are you? If I had a time machine, we'd do it that way, but instead, we'll just hit rewind. In the spirit of giving everyone a chance, this Saturday matinee has been designated the all-understudy show. Yep, these are the dancers who weren't quite good enough to get the part. Between you and me, the Saturday matinee is 10 times as entertaining as the real show. So, slip on in and see who's slipping on in. The Hernandez brothers are #1 loggers. With lightning speed, they will have the branches stripped, the leaves gone, and before you can say, hey, where'd that tree go? You'll have a cord of wood split, cut, and waiting to stock your pot-bellied stove. Yes, the Hernandez brothers are the tops in tree disposal, but when it comes to chopping a tree down, you might want to hire someone else for that. But once the tree is down, call the Hernandez brothers. You won't be sorry. Any gymnast can do a split. But it takes a very special gymnast to pull off the 7-10 split. And Rebecca is a very special gymnast. Coco wanted to be in the movies, so Mommy was helping her make that dream a reality. What Coco really wanted was to be in 3D movies. It's a tough business, Coco. After 17 weeks of training, today was her final lesson. Time to put her bowling prowess to the test. She wanted to break into bowling. Dieter was becoming overheated. Coach hadn't substituted him even once, so he had been going up and down the field for a full 90 minutes. He couldn't take it anymore. He needed to cool off and cool off now. Whew. Wow, that hit the spot. He really wanted to help, so Daddy told him to take the fish and put it in the bucket. Oops, no, Junior, not sit in the bucket. Game night at the Hinkley's could get pretty intense. Especially when they played full contact puzzles. Their motto was, if the tower goes down, you go down. At the Hinkley's, they take game night very seriously. Coming up, too much on top. And not enough on the bottom. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. The time to really watch out is when someone says that what you're about to attempt is mere child's play. It seems a bit cliche to say someone is as happy as a baby, but Oscar is one happy baby. Maybe it's the lack of responsibility. Maybe it's the fact that everyone pays attention to him. Maybe it's the fact that people will drop your toys right on you so you don't even have to get up and get them. Maybe it's gas. Whatever the reason, you will never hear the phrase happy baby again without thinking of Oscar. It was so much easier when he was riding the horses on the merry-go-round. But now that he had a real one, all he did was merry-go-down. It's even true in the winter. They bought baby Brooke a fancy sled, but she insists on playing in the box. Baby doesn't always know best. Marie Antoinette said, let them eat cake. But had she seen this kid, she would have added, hey, I said eat cake, not wear cake. And she would have had a point. Beauregard Baumgartner is one buff baby boy. Look at his legs. He doesn't need a thigh master. He is the thigh master. Now you too can look just like Beau with his new video. Sweating with the youngies. Beauregard Baumgartner's Sweating with the Youngies. Just pop in this tape and Beauregard will help you burn off your baby fat in no time. They had the same eyes, the same hair, the same build, and the same parents. They also shared the exact same feeling about forks. Didn't want them, didn't need them. As long as they got two hands, they'll always eat. In the 80s, it was called the moonwalk. Since this guy is sitting down, we'll call it the moon scoot. It was bad enough when Donna was sucking her thumb, but now that the dog's doing it, Dad's gonna have to spring for braces for both of them. How many party goers does it take to change a light bulb? Depends how low you hang the lamp. We've reached our comedy cruising altitude, so feel free to get up and stroll around the cabin. No turbulence here, just smooth moves and sounds. Ah, the traditional father-daughter dance with a not-so-traditional ending. I'll bet she's glad he gave her away today. And now, Kelly and Chester sing their first debut single, I'm in the Mood for Bones.
Chester's a good singer, too.
Chester wrote it.
Say, good boy, good boy.
From the minute a couple ties the knot, a husband's duty is, no matter what, to support his wife. And Reggie here plans on starting that tomorrow. In between shows, Bobby Ray likes to relax in his dressing room. But once the music starts, he can't help but kick it into overdrive. What can he say? He's a natural-born performer. This kid's gonna be big. Big, I tell ya. Tina and Tanya had been working on the act for weeks, and they were coming to the part that always brings down the house. Or at least brings down the couch. Barry chose the horn over the guitar because he hated having to constantly replace the broken strings. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Coming up, a biker gets all washed up. And it's a little teapot, firm and stout. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Hey, Daddy-O, slide me some skin on the flip side, 'cause you're the bee's knees. You're the cat's meow. Her owners were thrilled to have a prodigy in the house, and they simply adored her work. But they were disappointed with the fact that Fluffy's paint paw prints were all over the furniture. This is fun and all, but you oil up that table, then you got yourself a show. And you put a dog under the table, waiting for the cat to fall, and you've got yourself a pay-per-view event. Wilma had had enough. It was time to put the cat out. Jingo hadn't nearly had enough, and he was putting himself back in. Old world tradition is spoiled by old world craftsmanship. Tradition stipulates that no one can eat until the gravy boat is broken, and these people are starving. Hey, is there a lumberjack in the house? They really knew how to make a gravy boat back then. All right, take it outside into the great outdoors. And now the amazing Larry will jump over the pool with his bike. And now the amazing Larry will feel ridiculous for forgetting to set up the ramp. Sorry, Larry. And now the amazing Larry will ride off into the sunset. Couples fly in from all over the world to partake in the unique Pamplona, Spain wedding tradition. The running with the brides. Of course, the Mud Scraper 5000 is most famous for Gutbuster Alley. Many a front runner has been incapacitated when they bust their guts right here on a stretch of track that strikes fear into the very heart of any and all racers. At this juncture, it's either gut check time or gut bust time. Scruffy had mastered tangling with the hose and was ready for a bigger challenge. The Quadra Hose. This four-headed monster was like something out of Greek mythology. Well, like something out of the backyard, anyway. Coming up, the old man and the sea. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. The only thing Grandpa loved more than Grandma was the sea. He was a merchant marine, a fisherman, a deep-sea diver, and a lifeguard. But he just can't seem to get the hang of windsurfing. Wind falling, yes. Windsurfing, no. Why, it was almost enough to make him head back to shore and hang out with Grandma. Almost.